There.
Cool.
Okay. So,
First up.
hand the plates, and that's the bone plate. Sriracha, just to.
Start stuff
Yeah,
off.
just to warm things up, I guess.
So, I don't know how y'all want to do this. If y'all want to ask stupid questions.
I think we should definitely ask a stupid question, but
round robin style.
Right.
damn, that sucks.
So, you start here and then you go all the way around,
I'm gonna go
and then you come home back.
back. See, well, y'all keeping it failing. I'm
Yeah.
just bringing it to my mouth.
That's exactly what I'm doing too.
I like milk. So, dumbest video game you've ever played, and go ahead and eat.
Okay.
Dumbest video game. Goat Simulator.
That's good.
Have you seen that Go to Duty or something like that?
Yeah.
You haven't seen that? Dude, it's hilarious. Man, dumbest game.
No.
I don't know how to.
I actually did a pretty good job on these links.
Yeah, they're great.
Dude, these are great.
The only game I've ever played, which I wish they would bring back, is Manhunt.
The dumbest game though?
Just gotta figure out the dumbest game.
But no, but I don't ever really played a dumb game because I'm very picky.
I played a couple games. I'm like, why did I just waste the download space?
I remember when I was younger, I was like 18 years old, I got so stoned, and I like watched my brother play Minecraft, and I was like, hey, I want to try that. Did it, and
And I
it
didn't
was
like
like,
it?
yeah, didn't like it. Hated it.
I still play it.
I'm sorry, I just didn't find it.
Because I'm gonna drink all my milk.
Dumbest game I've ever
You
played.
still got some.
I know, but I'm saying like
Oh.
for no reason because I like milk.
Burnout.
Burnout?
I never played Burnout.
I like the burnout.
Yeah,
See?
most people.
I just don't like the
There was a lot of
graphics.
like
Um,
reviews about that.
This is a very argued point. Dead Space. I thought that was the most garbage game ever.
I like the second one.
Yeah,
The second one was better than the first one.
No.
The first one I didn't really like so much, but the second one is the one that was better than everyone loved the second one than the first one.
Yeah. All right.
Next one.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just Cholula. There's nothing special about it. Just yeah.
Staying on topic of video games. What's one of your favorite games?
She just was cute. She was staring at me. So
Damn, favorite game of all time. I don't know. Come back to me.
Midnight Club.
hands down, God of War 1.
Oh my god.
I love that game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. What was for me growing up, I guess, because right now, today's day, I don't have like there's not really a game out there that's like my all-time favorite. But in the past, Pokemon Stadium.
Okay, I can see that. No,
I'm sorry, I'm a nerd, but
No, dude.
Pokemon Stadium.
There's no shame in being a nerd and liking Pokemon.
Need for Speed Underground, the first one.
Oh god, dude. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a good one. Need for Speed Carbon was pretty good too. I like
The whole Need for Speed series is one of those things that like it's very underrated, but it progressed like games a lot like that. Because you had open world. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was the first open world.
It was
Hot Pursuit was
with the
nice.
BMW because you had the BMW on that one, or you had to work up to get the BMW.
And I would always, when it was 2-player with my friends, they would always get on like the Lambos and stuff, and I would hop in the Subaru WRX top car, and I would catch them. Just off, like they'd go on the main roads, and I'd come flying through the woods and just slam into them. To me, it's like, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna change the topic a little bit. Favorite vehicle.
Okay.
Vehicle. So it doesn't necessarily mean 4 wheels. You can go to 18, 22, whatever you want.
I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I think I've showed you this before. The proper way to eat the flats. You twist. Oh, this one's not gonna do it. And you can actually
Get the meat.
Like slide off the whole
pull off
thing.
all the meat. And then you don't have to worry about all the spicy stuff because it's on the outside.
I just go for it. Mostly.
It's gonna go in the same hole, come out the same way.
Favorite vehicle?
Yeah, favorite vehicle though.
Max Pro 1 MRAP. Top speed 85 miles an hour, but it didn't matter that it was slow. They could drive through a concrete wall and act like it was a speed bump. Not to mention, I took a turn in one going 60 miles an hour and I came up on 2 wheels and it still recovered and stayed. One of the most underrated vehicles the military's ever made. They replaced it like 3 years in, but it was stockier and lower. The wheels stuck out a little further to the side and it had that V-shaped hull. It was amazing to drive.
Mine was before they regulated them. Pocket bike.
Oh god.
Pocket bikes were fun as hell. I had one, loved it thing. And I'll go up and down my street all the time.
They were so fast when you
Cut
drove
them
out.
up. Yeah, man, one time I hit a bump too hard, broke them up for it. So I had that thing straight bike. My neighbors hated me. But I love that thing. It was awesome. It was one of the most funnest things I ever owned.
Mine would be R1. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's a nerd.
I love the R1, especially the newer one. It's looking, have you seen the new Honda?
Mm-hmm.
Man, amazing.
Motorcycles.
I'm into motorcycles. Never owned one.
RC51? You ever heard?
Yeah, I have
So-
actually. The aesthetically amazing.
So the RC51, my buddy Dustin had one. He had an F4i and an RC51. We built that RC, it was a wrecked RC51. So we built it out of parts from a somewhat non-legitimately acquired RC51.
Okay.
Josh Jimenez knows the guy that built it with us. Old freaking Wally Danger, Nate Wallace. So we built an RC51 and this thing was amazing. I get on it one fucking time. I 12 o'clock it and get my pants stuck in the chain.
Are you serious?
I got drugged behind it for like maybe 200 feet. It stayed up. And with enough motion, it stayed up and I got drugged in my leather jacket.
That is
And
scary.
just done. Last motorcycle I ever rode.
Yeah, that's what they usually say. Like once you have that incident, you're not
Once-
going to
once
go
you-
back again. Yeah.
Once you get that,
Let's get going. That's right.
69 Dodge Charger.
Charger,
Yep.
boss though, right? Like all everything, like
Everything.
5'6" Hemi.
Kind of like what Kevin Hart had before he crashed it.
Yes.
I was gonna say Dominic with the
Dominic
Toretto
Toretto.
Toretto with the
Oh,
flex
Lord.
bar. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Tapatio. We're still no sweat guys.
Oh, this is still.
I mean, I got chapped
The
lips.
last one was the
so-
Valentina sauce.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. As far as like,
Valentina's got good flavor.
Yeah, it does.
I never actually tried it on a wing before.
I haven't either. It was
It's one of the things like a staple. You gotta like kind of stretch out, not just do buffalo sauce or garlic pepper. Like I tried El Yucateco. I've actually done that before. Fantastic.
Really.
Tastes great.
Yeah,
Because El
it's good.
Yucateco is kind of limey.
Yeah.
So it adds like this interesting flavor. Just put it on top of that plate.
Because I'm snoring all the fucking
Yeah, you're
spice.
You can put the worst one directly on YouTube. Alright.
Which car would you like that they brought back? Like they remake a car. Which model of car do you think they wish they brought back, but not change much?
Okay.
Because once they bring a car back, like when they brought the Challenger, like they made it just beefier.
Okay. So I'm gonna put a caveat out there because they said they were bringing this one back, and they kind of did. The Buick Regal Sport. I want them to put a twin turbo on it and a V6 and call it the Grand National, like what it is. I want them to make the Grand National again, but instead of that curvy Buick that's out right now, I want them to make the box body, Monte Carlo base body, that shovel front GNX again. But current, with current turbochargers that are ridiculous, and better suspension, because that was the one bad thing about those cars. They were fast, but they couldn't get out of their own way because they just bobbed too much. Okay, so far I'm impressed with
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at it. My mouth is like it's
Tingling?
like tingling. Yeah, but it's not like something that's like
Spicy?
yeah, like I gotta have. It's just
On top of the car, Pontiac GTO. I think it was an underrated car. Honestly.
Okay. The thing about it, you want the original GTO or do you
No.
want that beat up G6 or Grand Am body GTO?
Well, that's the one I'm referring to. That I wish they would have done something. I mean, they made it a straight line car.
Pontiac's gone now, right?
But yeah, for the most part,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, they still had a lot of good cars. And even the old school, Pontiac GTO, I think was a great car. But they made the new one reference off the old one, which is just a straight line car versus being an actual sports car. My opinion.
yeah. I don't. To be honest, I don't really. The only thing that I wish that they would have done better is with the Supra. Like I think Toyota.
the
I
new
think
Supra?
I think Toyota should have been more authentic with it instead of going with the whole BMW.
Yeah.
Everything on it is BMW. So I wish they would have went
Yeah.
authentic with it.
Supra, I don't know, man. I had a Prelude back in the early 2000s, and I raced a Supra that was all beat up. Like it had everything to the nines, and I was in an almost stock. I just tuned the engine a little bit, and I smoked it. Straight line smoked him. But when it comes to turns, he had me in turns. But I never liked Supras. There was like two kinds of guys: Toyota guys and Honda guys. When it came to
Oh, yeah.
turns.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there
Yeah.
was like the guys in the corner looking in the window, the Nissan guys. Like, it's just how like the guys are like Datsun are better.
I just wish that like when they came out with the new Supra, I wish that body and everything internal was being close to Toyota's authentic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they changed a lot.
So much. Well, they basically just threw Toyota on it from a BMW.
Yeah.
To me, I just think that that's just
They did a mockery of a
Yeah.
big car.
that's exactly why I am upset about that. It's just a big mockery.
Chevelle.
Oh God.
Chevelle, it says.
Well, I mean, they kind of tried it with the
Monte Carlo SS.
well, Monte Carlo SS.
The Monte Carlo
Impala.
SS was a piece of shit after
No,
they changed the
It's
body.
the Impala SS, I think.
Yeah, the Impala SS,
Or
the
they
big
made,
body.
they made it the SS, not the Impala SS
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, and now it's the Chevy SS that's out.
But it's already
But you said it was a what was
Holden-
what was it?
it's a Holden Commodore.
Commodore.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is.
And the Holden Commodore is still a production car in
Yeah.
Australia. It's still a beast. Okay,
Which is like
we're on 5, right?
Yep.
Cause who does
Brandon's favorite.
who does Toyota who does Toyota work with?
Lexus.
Lexus, right?
Yep.
Yes, I just don't get
Yeah,
it. It really bugs me why.
and Subaru.
and Scion.
yeah.
Which I don't understand. Like, why did they go with the BMW Touch?
The
Like,
main
that's the
thing,
only thing that really bugs
the main
me
thing
about
on it, the reason they did it was because they wanted to get away from a base model economy sports car, which is what the Supra was.
Yeah.
It was an economy sports car. They wanted to go to a luxury sports car. And BMW M3 is the pinnacle of the entry-level luxury sports car.
Question.
Dirty
Let him
Dicks.
handle this. This one, so Dirty Dicks is actually a spicy barbecue sauce.
Okay.
It's not
Never heard of it.
included as a technically a hot sauce. It is a hot sauce, but it's actually got a tropical twist. It's got pineapple in it.
Huh, okay.
Very, very, very good, but it has a little kick to it. So this is when it's going to start getting a little bit ridiculous.
I knew it was too good to be true.
So
Too good to be true.
if you could honestly say you can get punched in the face by somebody and live to tell the story, who would you want to get punched in the face by?
Chuck
I like
Norris.
Really?
No, like just
Yeah, I like
just
it.
have somebody just
I
knock
like
the
this.
ever loving shit out of you.
I think I got my answer.
And say-
I didn't take it.
I got punched in the face by X.
Okay.
Say Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this first and then I'll answer mine.
Well, that's fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm. Right off the
Man.
bat, you breathe it in, straight sweetness.
Oh, dude, that's really good.
Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. It's got a little tickle.
Like after the sugar goes away pretty much, or pineapple goes away.
Yeah. He's like,
I think I'd use that a lot. Like, I think I would use that more often, to be honest.
who you getting punched in the face by?
Bruce Lee, hands down. Well, only because for me, growing up as a martial artist, been boxing since I was 6 years old, and then when I got, and maybe around into like 15, 16 years old, I got into a gym, and then it wasn't one of those things. Oh, Bruce Lee was just a badass. It was never one of those. It was actually somebody.
His technique.
Not only just his technique, but his theories, and then for him to come out and be like, "I'm better than you. Let's prove it," and have different disciplines comes out and say, "Okay, you think you're a boxer and you think you can beat a Muay Thai fighter or whatever it is, you know?"
Dawn of UFC
Yeah,
almost.
which he's the one who came up with the idea of it, but.
Well,
But the
technically,
Gracies,
like Jinkaido was that big competition where all the different factions would come from different fighting
Yeah.
styles, and that has lived on forever. But Bruce Lee kind of embodied this, taking Tai Chi. What was his other one?
he didn't.
Mine,
No,
kind of mine.
his main one.
What, like style or
Yeah, no, like faction, like
like the 1 inch punch?
discipline.
Or
It was he had Kung Fu, Tai Chi, and then another one.
I know he did boxing. He was a really big
Yeah.
boxer for sure.
But that's a really good answer
Yeah.
because he could literally put his hand right here, 1 inch punch you, and put you into a wall.
Like,
And
how
you'd be
cool
like,
would it be to go to your friend and be like, "No, man, this dude, I swear to God, he just had his hand right in front of me, and then now I have a hole in my head."
yeah.
Like,
He's yours because you had time to think.
No, honestly, I haven't been able to really think about it. I mean, honestly, I had a one person. It had to be anybody. It had to be. Man, it's gonna be a hard one, honestly. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
18-year-old Mike Tyson.
See, I was thinking about Mike
dude,
Tyson.
you're looking for a death wish.
No. I'm talking about his first 20 fights can be held in 30 minutes because that's how long they lasted with the hype up. 18-year-old Mike Tyson, they say he hit with 1.5 tons of force in his hand. To just get hit, open, bare knuckle, just, and survive to tell this story, I would love that. Just to say, oh, you got punched in the face by this guy, it's a middle linebacker at UT. I got hit by Mike Tyson. Just stand back up.
I think, to be honest, I don't think anybody would want to mess with you. Like, think about it. If you can survive Mike Tyson,
Just, and like come back up. But granted, I'm gonna be,
yeah, you'll
I'm gonna spit out a couple teeth, but
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tyson punch to the jaw, which is pinnacle. But 17-year-old, 18-year-old, you leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye. Good night.
Nice.
You're right home. But yeah, what's yours? I just
Well,
wanted him before he was crazy.
Right.
And like, well, he was always crazy. Before like the rape and
Yeah.
eat your children.
Yeah.
Like yeah, Mike Tyson that got in with those 40-year-old men and just hit a guy right here and had a guy cripple and pass out from the pain to get hit in the liver with a 16-ounce glove by Mike Tyson.
I think I'm
That's
gonna
amazing.
stick it to a fighter. I think Muhammad Ali, just because.
You
That's
want to know
good.
what that feels like?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
As a boxer, I don't mind do that.
Muhammad Ali even said that the single worst feeling he's ever had in his life was when George Foreman caught him with a perfect left to the jaw. He said George Foreman's rights didn't hurt him nearly as much as that one left because it was perfectly timed. And it didn't take him down, but it hurt.
Yeah.
He blamed the Thrilla in Manila against George Foreman for his later issues in life, because he got hit so many times in the head by George Foreman, who literally, when he'd punch a punching bag, he'd fold it in half. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's crazy with Muhammad Ali is that he was a great fighter. I'm not going to take that away, but he wasn't the best technical fighter.
But he was the best mental fighter.
Exactly. But for him to actually have that power just naturally, and still like, you know what I mean? Like, still play around with you and then still catch you.
And the thing about it
I
is,
think that's amazing.
some people say he was actually a better fighter as Cassius Clay than he was as Muhammad Ali. Because Muhammad Ali was a better mental fighter.
Yeah.
When he was Cassius Clay fighting basically for other people's money, he was just, he'd get in there and just beat somebody to the burger. He wasn't technical, he wasn't hopping around. Like, one of those two. But I think Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson says, I'm not hitting you, I'm hitting through you.
Yeah. Well, he took Bruce Lee's theory.
Yeah. He talked about that in depth. He goes, I'm gonna hit the ropes behind you.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted to feel, when he punched, he wanted to feel your spine when he hit your chest.
Yeah.
Like,
it's because he's not limiting himself. He's not thinking I'm just going to strike your face or strike your body. He's mentally thinking about striking through you, so therefore he gets that power. His mind doesn't prevent
what's your
him.
question?
My question? Okay. If you could live in an era, what era would that be?
This is where it starts playing.
Good question.
That's got a smoky flavor, almost like bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got a little on the back end.
That's a good question, and it's gonna sound weird, but to be honest, back in Vietnam days, where everyone wasn't such a pussy. I'm just being honest.
I just do that.
I'm just being honest. Like, it wasn't one of those things where your feelings matter. Because someone is on top of you yelling at you, your feelings don't matter.
Well,
it's all about what the objective is. And
to kind of caveat yours, we got softer when we started letting people volunteer for the military. Because I joined up as a volunteer, but I actually can see it. Like, my dad didn't have a choice. My mom didn't have a choice. She actually signed up because, well, she wanted to get the hell out of Gallipolis, Ohio. But my grandfather, he was 18 years old. He had a band in Chicago, like a big band. He played the clarinet, and he had like 20 guys with him.
All right.
So, that got some kick to it, didn't it?
I'll be just sipping on it.
But when we didn't have a choice, and it was kind of like, well, this is the situation my life has put me in. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Yep.
Not, excuse me, I volunteered for this. I heard that so fucking much from soldiers, and I just wanted to Mike Tyson.
yeah. Just right there.
But also, like, I do think stuff's changed. Like, we're better parents now than they were back then.
Of course.
But
Well,
we're producing softer people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like,
Well,
my
that's
dad
the
would
way it's
literally
supposed
say,
to be.
hey, you come in when I call you in. Until that, I don't want to see you.
or speak when you're spoken to.
And he'd come out, and we would all, me and my brother, just assholes and elbows running out there. We had to be in the house in 30 seconds from when he whistled. We couldn't hear him whistle. We were too far away from the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're softer now.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah,
But I do agree as far as like parenting wise. That's what you're supposed to. You're supposed to learn from your parents' mistakes so that
but
in a way,
you gotta beat the shit out of your
I agree.
Yeah, you do.
I agree.
I love my daughter.
I agree.
I'm not gonna ever lay a hand on her because she's gonna be perfect.
But yeah,
He's gonna whoop
that's
your
everybody's.
What era would you want to live in?
1800s.
1800s.
Back in the
When
no, that's
you'd be killing Spaniards. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Or you'd be a Spaniard.
1800s. What?
Like-
But
No,
before-
maybe like way back then, you know, fucking Troy era.
Ooh.
Oh, back when there were
Oh,
Romans and
like,
talking about-
Back with the
you're talking
Romans.
BC.
You talking
Yeah, I'm
about
talking BC, dude.
Bronze era, BC. Okay.
Yeah.
That's scary. No, that's a scary time.
I would love to live in that era, dude.
The year 800 in Scandinavia.
Skin.
Why that?
You just want to be a fucking
I think I'd
Viking,
be a
bro.
badass motherfucking Viking.
He wants to be a motherfucking Viking as soon as he says
I would walk
Scandinavia.
out. I would walk out and just
A big ass ass.
I have
Weighs
that.
like tons.
You ever seen Sin City?
Yeah.
He'd be at home on some battlefield. Like I had that mentality for the longest. Like, give me an axe, let me go kick some ass.
Yeah.
Like, that was just, and it pumps through your veins. Like it's just one of the things. Either that or same time frame, right across the water in Ireland, a Celtic warrior, just running around with a root of a tree that has a knot on the end of it. It's called a shillelagh, and just knocking people upside the head.
Yeah, there was a lot of close combat at that time.
But and that's the thing. Like I think we got softer when we got weapons that could shoot further.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or when we got weapons that you didn't load.
Take you like 20 minutes.
Oh, mother.
Or those flint muskets.
Oh yeah.
Those flint muskets.
Way like, yeah,
They would explode right in your face.
Oh yeah. So many guys be.
God.
I missed that one.
Answer my own question. It'd have to be, I think, the most, in my opinion, the most pinnacle era that the United States had between after World War II and before Vietnam, which is 60s and 70s, right when
50s and 60s.
no after
70s were in Vietnam.
70s were in Vietnam, but
The late 60s. 69 was when we went to Vietnam.
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So
So
50s and
about
60s.
50s and 60s.
Right after Korea.
Yep.
Yeah. So between Korea and Vietnam, when money was up, jobs were up, America was booming.
When America was great.
Everything was like fantastic.
Everybody had a drive.
And then we were a country divided after Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I completely feel where you're coming from there. Okay.
What's up next?
Bravado.
Dude, yeah, I'm still
I'm
doing
starting to
good.
get ready for the other
I'm perfectly fine right now.
I'm still good too, but getting ready for that.
So this is Bravado, Carolina Reaper, and Black Garlic.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
this is one that's probably.
No, then that's that one.
That's no suck.
Yeah, that one's what's that.
Yeah, on a scale of hot, it's 100% vegan and gluten free.
Oh,
on a scale of hot, they say this one is
I'm watching the gluten.
pretty rough.
Okay. All right. So, question.
Favorite celebrity?
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's
Dead or alive.
football or it doesn't matter if it's dead or alive. Doesn't matter if it's sports, movies. Anybody that's considered famous. And why?
Pretty soon here, I'm gonna stop eating the whole wing because yeah, it's gonna start getting pretty hot.
Nah, we're going all in, dude. All in. Or nothing.
This one has.
If you don't finish, you're sleeping with Emma.
This one, this one has like a Mexican taste to it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Why did I just lick my fingers?
Does you like it?
They're good.
Me, I'm more like
It gets worse.
This would taste good like on tacos or something.
to answer his question, I think for me, I'm more of a geek, and it's the one that I respect the most, and I like to meet. And I just like as a person, Neil deGrasse Tyson,
No,
just because.
it's like science.
Fuck him. He killed Pluto.
You can.
Pluto's not a planet.
So, out of the two of them, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye have to meet them together.
Yeah,
Bill
that'd be-
Nye wasn't
I
a
would-
scientist
I
though.
want
It was propaganda.
No, like, watch him and Neil deGrasse Tyson actually go through a conversation about
Oh.
quantum mechanics and quantum physics.
Did they have actual conversation? They had.
Oh yeah, they're
Really?
good friends.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
good
wow.
friends.
Bill Nye is a scientist though. He was a
that
science
one's
teacher.
creeper.
Yeah, he was a science teacher, correct?
Yeah, and he just decided that it'd be better if you took it on the air. But yeah, that'd be an interesting one because he's such a down. Neil deGrasse Tyson is so down to earth, and he
That's
will.
exactly it. It's like
Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain something in the simplest terms possible, you do not truly understand it. Neil deGrasse Tyson has the ability to go, you want to understand how wormholes work? And he'll tell you in simple terms how a wormhole works. And you'll go, well, I completely understand quantum mechanics. And he'll go, you're welcome. And then it's
Yeah.
about his day. Like,
Yeah.
he's such a down-to-earth guy.
that's because the thing. What he likes or what he preaches is the fact that he likes to give the right information to the people that need it. That's the biggest thing with him. There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories and people making up shit. And he doesn't want to.
He loves to shoot people down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But also doesn't want to argue with them.
correct.
Yeah.
He'll be like, well, here are the facts that say that the earth is not flat. Period. You're stupid. But he'll explain it. Ah, man, I don't know who I would want to meet. Danny Green. But he's not a celebrity. He's an infamous person. Danny Green was an Irish gangster in Cincinnati, Ohio, and there's a movie about him called "Kill the Irishman."
I think that's where I may have heard.
And
I've
so
seen it.
Danny
Yeah, I've
Green,
seen it.
he was a worker on the docks, and he became the union leader, basically by bullying his way into the union leader for the dock workers. Got tied up with the Italian mob, ended up going to jail, lost his place as the union leader, but created this almost tight-knit family group of these Irish Americans who just really wanted to take care of their own. But he got tied in with the Gambino family, like all this shit, and they tried to kill him. After he went sideways with them, they tried to kill him in every way possible, tried to blow up his car 20 times, and the dude was like, "It's gonna take a little more than a firecracker to kill Danny Green. King Kong got nothing." And he was known for just, he would hit a switch and become the most violent person you could ever see. And then he would hit the switch and go grab his daughter and be like,
Yeah.
but famous story about like these bikers had moved in across it's in the movie, they moved in across the street from him and they're throwing this wild party and he's like trying to relax with his family. And so he walks over there and he goes, "Hey, why don't you be quiet? Got my family over there, they don't need to hear this." And the guy's like, "How about you go fuck yourself?" And he beats the dude to a bloody pulp on the hood of a car right in front of his family, and his wife was just completely appalled. And then he grabs his beer, looks at her, and goes, "What?" But Danny, I want to meet him because he was extremely intelligent and kind of pick his brain about how he handled stuff. You want to meet Vicente Fernandez, I know.
You jinxed. No, Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, okay. I can kind of see
El Chavo or Pablo.
Pablo Escobar.
they
Gotta keep in
were
mind.
smart in their own
In their
way.
own ways, yeah. For
He's
sure.
just a good guy.
He was a great person as a friend.
Horrible guy to be on the wrong side.
If
He
you
was
were
on his wrong side.
if you were on the wrong side of the barrel,
I mean, you gotta think about it. He grew up
Okay.
in poverty and he made himself.
This gentleman is the bomb.
This is the one I hated the last time. Shit.
No.
But you had it with the chip. I actually had it on my finger and I was suck.
Chip sauce.
I
Chip
think
was the spicy.
me personally, who I would want to hang out with, meet, and also grapple with is Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
I would
I could see this
as a jiu-jitsu fighter, dude. That would be, especially like with his movies. Not only that, just who he is in general.
Yeah, dude, he's such a fucking
He's such a down-to-earth guy.
simple guy.
Yeah, he's not gonna be that
king of the hover hand.
He's not gonna be that guy that's gonna be like fake to you just because you know him or you're a fan of him, or you know what I mean. Like he's gonna be genuine with you regardless, and especially grappling with him. Dude, training with the Machados, you have to keep in mind he's dangerous. Guaranteed.